So open up the terminal and check whether the Java JDK is installed or not on your system. Java-version is the command that shows the installed version of Java on our system. The terminal says, "No Java runtime present. Requesting install." And then the following message pops up automatically. So now we can click on the More Info button to visit the JDK download website. And on this page, just click on the download button. Now on the download page, if you scroll down, you can see macOS versions of Java. And now just choose Accept License Agreement as our option to start the download, and choose the .dmg file for the Mac operating system. And sure enough, the download's starting. And again, it's going to take a little while according to your network speed. All right, so now that the download has been completed, we can double-click to open this file. And please wait a moment while the DMG file is opening. And yeah, so now we're ready to install JDK 11 on our Mac OS. So just double-click on the icon to install Java Development Kit, and then click the Continue button on the Welcome page, and then click the Install button. So Mac OS X asks you to enter a password to go on and click Install Software. So now the installation is starting. And it takes a while according to your system performance. But sure enough, yes indeed, we can now verify that Java JDK 11 has been successfully installed on the system. So we can go ahead and click the Close button. All right, so now go back to the terminal and enter Java-version as our command. And sure enough, you see that Java JDK 11. So after the installation of Java, we have got to set the environment variable Java_home, right? So execute the echo command to check to make sure that the Java home is already set or not. Sometimes it is. If the output is empty, then we do indeed need to set the Java home variable. So pretty much the best way to find out if the Java home directory is using an executable called Java home, it is located in the library executable directory, or libexec. So the output of this executable is our Java home directory. So let's go ahead and add this path to the bash profile file to be valid for all the users on our system. Well, on your system. On both of our systems. So we need to open the bash profile in the Vim editor. Now also you can use any other editor to open this file. The bash profile is just a file which is in the home directory, and its name starts with a dot. Type vim.-profile. Then just copy the Java home command full file path and hit enter. And now we can use the export command to create an environment variable and set the home path of the Java JDK. So in Vim editor, press the I key to pass the insert mode. And let's write the export code, and in between the $sign and parentheses, we'll paste the Java home path. And now assign this result to the variable Java home. Right, so hit the escape key and type :WQ to save the file and quit the editor. All right, so let's close the terminal and open it up again to apply the changes. So let's check to see that the Java home is set properly. Execute the echo command again. And there you have it. We have now set the JDK path by adding it to the bash profile file on macOS. Development environment. So in this section, we're going to learn about the Java development environment. So first, we're going to learn what integrated development environments are. Then, we're going to download and run Eclipse. Then we're going to write our first Java program by using Eclipse. Then we're going to learn how to compile and run Java programs. And then we're going to review our first Java program and pop the cork on champagne and congratulate ourselves for doing a great job. Well, the champagne's on you. So let's take a close look at what is the Integrated Development Environment, or better known as IDE. So IDE is a software application that combines all of the features and tools needed by you, the software developer. A developer may debug, run, and test applications with IDE because it provides a useful debugging and testing feature set. IDE helps us in quickly navigating to a particular type without needing to worry about our projects. It also provides auto-completion. That means that whenever you type part of a function or class name and then press a shortcut combination, the rest of the name is automatically typed for you. So all these features are a great reason for you to prefer an IDE. The most popular and pretty much the best known IDEs for Java are Eclipse, NetBeans, and IntelliJ. So in this course, I'm going to side with Eclipse. So what I'll do is I'll introduce Eclipse to you, and then I'm going to write some Java programs on Eclipse throughout this course. Download and run Eclipse. Eclipse is famous for Java Integrated Development Environment, IDE. Eclipse is powerful, and it's an advanced text editor with a lot of plugins and tools. With Eclipse, you can write your Java programs much faster and execute them with just the push of a button. Also, the plugin architecture gives you the ability to constantly add to the development tools you need. Also, there are lots of features in Eclipse. If you want to learn more, just check out the official Eclipse help documents. Because, this isn't a course just about Eclipse. So installing Eclipse is pretty easy. If you don't have Java JDK installed on your computer already, first, please take a moment and do it. So now we're going to install Eclipse on the Windows operating system. So if you're a Linux or Mac user, don't worry about it because there's not going to be that much that's different or difficult. And you can follow similar instructions on the Eclipse website to install Eclipse on Linux or Mac as well. So now go to whatever your favorite search engine, Google, is, and search Eclipse. And on that result page, choose the download link. Now on this page, we choose the proper link according to our particular operating system and type. Right, so my system type is Windows 64-bit, so I'm choosing download 64-bit. Now, if your system is 32-bit, you're just going to have to download the 32-bit version. Now, on this page, we'll just choose download again. And sure enough, the download is starting. And of course, it's going to take a while, according to your network speed, but I can fast forward. So we've downloaded the Eclipse installer. Eclipse installer, a new and more efficient way to install Eclipse. It is a proper installer, so that means there's no zip files, with a self-extracting download that leads you through the installation process. Bada boom, bada bing. So once the download is finished, Just open up the file and start the Eclipse installer executable. Now, you may or may not get a security warning to run the file. If the Eclipse Foundation is the publisher, you are good to go and select Run. And the new Eclipse installer shows the packages available to Eclipse users. So we can search for the package that you want to install, or you can scroll through the list. But I know what we want, so we're going to choose Eclipse IDE for Java developers from the list. Now specify the folder where we want Eclipse to be installed. The default folder will be in our user directory. And then we select the Install button to begin the installation. So it takes a while, of course, according to network speed, system performance. But in the installation process, the installation has created a window with the title, Do You Trust These Certificates? So select the certificate in the window and then press Accept Selected in order to move on. All right, so once the installation is complete, we can now launch Eclipse. So now we have to choose a workspace for our projects. A workspace is pretty much a folder on your hard drive where Eclipse stores your Java projects. So I'll advise you to create a folder named Java Projects on your disk. And I'll choose this folder in my user folder. And then during this course, our projects and source files will be stored in this particular workspace. So that's it. We have now successfully installed Eclipse on the system. So you're going to see a welcome screen with links to guides and help materials. You may wish to read some of them or just close the screen for now, because I'm going to show you a couple of things. But before closing, if you don't want to see the welcome screen at the startup, just uncheck right here, always show welcome at startup. Okay, so now you can close the welcome screen. Now, do you see the Package Explorer on the left side of the screen? The Package Explorer view allows you to browse the structure of your projects, and it allows you to open the files in an editor with just double-clicking on the file. So you see this empty area here? This is your code area. That's where we're going to write Java codes. The Problems view shows errors and warning messages. And we can just go ahead and close the other views for now. Now, let's customize our Eclipse by adding some views. So first I want to add console view via Window, Show View, Console. The console is used to display program output. And of course, I want to add a Project Explorer view via the Window, Show View, Project Explorer. The Project Explorer view allows you to browse and modify files of Eclipse projects. And any change in the Project Explorer is directly applied to the files. For example, if you rename a file, the file system is directly changed. Now, Eclipse has typical menus on the menu bar. These menus are File menu, Edit menu, Navigate menu, Search menu, Project menu, Run menu, Window menu, and Help menu. So we will use Eclipse in our exercises because it's simple and we don't need to worry about professional editors' configurations. We just want to focus on learning Java for now, right?